So let's talk about, because this is a common subject, but it's important that you understand, like when body count's been a big talk, it's kind of like dying off, which thank God, because it kind of wears me out. But body count matters, and it matters more to some men than to others. Some just don't care. Some care a little bit, as you know, if it's going to be like somebody they marry, which we respect. And some guys, it matters all the time, and that's okay too. You know, you just got to figure out where you want to land. But when guys talk about body count, it's important to recognize that women have sex that doesn't count. It's like Cernovich says here. He says, I've heard that 25 sexual partners is the norm now for women in large cities. And this might be a couple years old. And that's very low. If you were to ask me what a average looking girl with an app who's motivated will rack up in a city in a year, not a lifetime, I'm just talking a year, maybe 2 years. 25 is not that many. It's easy to start, especially when you include the doesn't count, the one night stands, the guy I met at work, I just want to test the waters. Girls are out testing the waters far more than you realize. They want to try a time. I want to fuck a guy who's a musician. I want to fuck a guy who's a skateboarder. I want to fuck a guy who's a pilot. You know, I want to fuck a guy in finance. There's not like any, they just want to try it out, you know. So know that that's there, but that 25 is a lowball number, because these are the ones that don't count across the board. Any one night stand does not count towards their total numbers, because that's why the average number is 3. A girl is going to have a high school boyfriend, serious boyfriend, a serious college boyfriend, and either a serious relationship after college or a husband, and then the ex-husband. So that's 3. If you ever ask them about, you know, how many men have you been with, they'll only tell you about the usually a long-term relationship that's 2 years or longer. It was only a year. It doesn't really count. They'll tell you that too. So just know that that's where you're getting these numbers of like 3 or 5. So they've got 2 ex-husbands and the other 3. So that's the real deal. Low ball numbers. Don't forget the ones that didn't count. One night stands, business travel. Anytime they're outside, even a coworker that they banged for a couple of years, just on the regular when they're out of town and on business trips, he doesn't count. Vacation does not count. Banging the bartender in Cabo doesn't count. Coworker fucks. Anybody you worked with, oh, it didn't work out. He was a coworker. Yeah, it didn't count. He's married, fucks. Again, the boss who's married, their friend who's married, the random guy they meet at the grocery store, they start banging, they find out he's married. Anything less than 6 months. And usually, like I said, what I've really discovered over time is like really less than 2 years, and they won't count them. Facebook fucks, or friends with benefit fucks, less than 3 weeks fucks, long distance weekend fucks. None of these guys count. And drunk fucks. Oh, I was just drunk. And I was drunk like every time we did it for like 2 years. And so it doesn't count. It doesn't count. Remember that. That's why these numbers, this 25 is like a low ball. I would say it'd be closer to like 35 to 50 for average. These girls are prolific. They work hard at it. It's easy. And guys are always like surprised, but those numbers are way higher. Whatever you're hearing, it's a multiple of that. It's just too easy, and it's just too common. There's a lot of sex going on. So just know that's the real deal when it comes to girls and body count, is there's a lot of doesn't count. And they literally forget about it. They do it, and then it doesn't count. It's gone, like out of their head. It's not. Some keep a list, and you'll see the list. The list will have 70 people on it. And you'll say how many guys you slept with. It should be like 20 or 3. And they have a list of 75, because none of these count. So that's the real deal when it comes to body count. And we'll get into that. It's always a good subject. And so that's where we're at today. It is at 30 minutes and 50 seconds. And I appreciate your time. Next Saturday, and we'll announce the time, be it 7, 7:30, or 8. It won't be 8. It'll be 7 or 7:30. Bunny and I will be here together. It's the best time to ask questions because you get to tap into Bunny's girl brain, and she can help us out immensely and give us how girls see this stuff. I appreciate you being here. If you would like any of Bunny's material, like Fuck Like a Porn Star, the series, you can find that at myplayboysbunny.gumroad.com. If you would like any of mine, especially what has been very popular lately, and maybe because it's summertime, is younger men and older women, your definitive guide to age gap dating. You can find that at fortworthplayboy.gumroad.com. Helps you navigate the minefield of dating women 10, 20, 30 years younger than you. A lot of this is about what not to do, so you don't step on your dick and ruin the vibe. So those are our URLs. Reach out. Thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, comment below, and we will talk to you on Monday morning, 7 a.m.